So is there, I mean, you're going to get a data gold mine, right?
Yeah, well, that's one of the goals. We'd like to talk about how we don't see the athlete management and performance hardware software industry like Microsoft does. We look at it like Google does, right? So instead of offering very, very strong, powerful, and fantastic tools for a one-time or a recurring hefty fee, right? We want our tools to be available for free or as close to free as possible. And we would instead like to interact with the user and learn from them. Because in today's age, if you look at what's going on, the most valuable thing, and in athletics, this holds true, that people are producing is data, right? Because our ability to analyze data and learn from it has exponentiated within the past decade, and it's becoming an unreal, universe of its own, right? Data is taking over every industry, just like analytics took over sports over the past 2 decades, and everybody likes to talk about Moneyball. Data and AI are taking over every industry and every business, right? And for us, the future in this industry is not, $100 or $200 million market in GPS hardware or computer vision or coaching or performance software. It's access to the industry and their data and the ability to learn from it, because the monetization value that comes from that is tens of billions of dollars.
Yeah, that makes total sense. So for a company like you, I want to get more into like the business side of things, because you're obviously going to want to grow, raise some money and all that type of stuff. So is your strategy here to get as much users, get as much data, and then use that to then potentially get like bigger contracts or go into a raise? Or what is your strategy with what you need to accomplish before you get into that bigger raise?
Yeah. So for us, like you said, it's about generating the users. Initially, our strategy has been proof out the platform. There's a certain level of, with this kind of an endeavor, there's a certain level of technology that you have to be able to build on your own, prove that you can build on your own.
Yeah.
And we've done that. And so our initial focus has been, how do we generate, enough initial resources to continue to push that tech forward beyond where it's at and generate users at the same time. So I've put together a pretty stellar team. And that's not really thanks to me. I don't want that to sound like I think I'm, phenomenal at putting teams together, but I more so just lucked into a couple of people who really like the space and would love to get involved in what we're doing. And we're continually trying to talk to people and looking forward to adding more people to our team. So if anybody hears this and is interested, feel free to reach out over any platform that I'm on. But my team is really focused on, right? The first is continually improving the platform, and that takes user feedback, and it also takes usage of the platform. So we use it ourselves. Currently we offer data on recruits to colleges because we can, and we have a business partner that sells that, so we're NCAA compliant in terms of a recruiting organization, because we have partners that do that for us. But we use the platform to gather data for those universities, and we have some pretty big names who are constantly asking us for data. I'm not going to name drop, but I'm doing data right now for a team in the Big Ten. And then, so improving the platform. The second thing that my team is focused on, and there are other members of the team who are focused on this, is generating users and how do we really approach getting people on board, right? Because the last thing we want to do is send out our tool to, 1,000 customers before we have the ability to manage them and really help them through this beta process. And so we're generating signups right now. We're having conversations with coaches, and we're showing them what we can do and telling them that once we reach a certain point, we'll offer it to them. And then we're picking down from there. We're getting the general list of signups. From there, we're picking 1 or 2 cases or 5 or 10 cases that really work for us and we think we can have a deeper relationship with. And then we're shipping the software to them to get the initial beta feedback. And so improving the software, and then our approach to generating and continuing to acquire users, it has been the second focus. And then the third focus has been my focus as the CEO and kind of leader of the team. And like I said at the beginning of this, has been trying to figure out how do we get access to as much resources as we can and need right now, and to the people that we need right now, because that's the most important thing, right? So we recently expanded our team, and we added a third founder who's kind of operating a little bit, behind the scenes and working on some of that user acquisition, like I talked about. And I'm constantly out here searching for who is the fourth person that's going to add value to our team. We've got a couple ideas about people that we want to include, but those are kind of the three focuses of the business right now.
Gotcha. Cool. So you want to accomplish those things, and then you are looking to raise soon, right? That's the next.
Yes. So as we generate users, we're in conversations with venture, with angels. We are looking to raise and eventually build out our technical team. That's going to be the biggest bump, because once we want to ship usable, like, advanced beyond a beta stage or testing stage software to 1,000+ coaches, we're going to need to build out our engineering team to get that done within the next season. So we are going to be looking to raise pretty soon, but there are a couple benchmarks that we're trying to hit along the way so that people see that we're not just waiting on your capital to infuse and for us to go. We're going right now at as fast as we can. And then we'd like for somebody to come on and basically, hop on the rocket ship, as people say.
I love the mentality. Go, go, go.